This is the Media Workshop, and I am your host, Dimpho Bulani. And today we are interviewing Mr. Matome Madibana, the CEO of MICT Seta. Thank you for honoring our invitation and making time out of your busy schedule. I would like you to greet and formally introduce yourself to the viewer at home.
Thank you very much. Let me pass my warm regards to all listeners. My name is Matome Madibana, and I'm excited to be at the media workshop.
Wow, thank you so much. Mr. Madibana, we would like to know, what are SETA's objectives for the country?
The SETA's main objective for the country is to drive skills development, ensure that as many young people as we possibly can are and should be where you are, building the capacity of our young people and their capabilities so that they can create opportunities for their peers and be able to easily transition into gainful employment. So it's critically about the principle of demand and supply. So our job and existence as SETAs, all SETAs, whether you talk food bank, whether you talk agri-SETA, whether you talk bank SETA, whether you talk mining and qualifications authority, whether you talk media information and communications technology, our mandate is one, is to ensure that we supply much needed skills in various sectors of the economy. That's why we continue to fund the strategic stakeholders across the country so that they can continue to produce you guys as our graduates who are properly skilled to create more opportunities for young people out there.
To create more opportunities for young people out
that's
there.
That's the mandate.
Yes, we would like to know specifically for the Eastern Cape, are there any focus areas for the Eastern Cape?
For Eastern Cape, there's a lot. We probably invest more than 150 million in the Eastern Cape province. We've got a number of stakeholders here in all of our 5 subsectors. Even today, we have just interacted with one of our stakeholders. The other side is not far from now, it's like 15 minutes, and we're going to another one. And we'll be doing a lot of these site visits to interact with you guys and understand whether our programs are adding value in enriching, but also in enhancing your capabilities, but also learn from you as to areas that can continue to improve, so that areas that you are doing better, we share with other stakeholders. Areas where others are not doing well, we share with them, and we exchange these experiences so that we build a much more capable pool of young people who can easily live here properly capacitated to venture into as many opportunities as they can. If it means they go global, let it be, because all they need is skills.
Interesting, Mr. Madibana. We know you have 15 to 20 years experience in the public sector.
Yes.
How would you advise that young person that is starting off a career in the creative industry?
Creative industry, it's one space that requires passion, like any other area, but you need to really be passionate about it. You need to love it and say, I'm going to be able to tell my story. I'm going to be able to tell stories in my own unique way. And people are going to have to listen to my story. That's what makes this space very much unique. So it's a very unique, specialized space, but it requires young people who are highly motivated and passionate about it, so that when they tell their stories, whether you want to listen or not, you would listen, because they are the ones who are telling that story. That's what makes this space more exciting. And you can never, ever neglect or suppress this space, because that's where stories are told. The reason we know what is happening anywhere, in every corner of the world, is because of exactly that particular space called the media. So it's a very critical space that liberates the mind, that sort of frees people to express their views. So it's a very critical space that has to do with the liberation of the mind. And we'll continue to encourage young people to join this very interesting space and leverage the advancements that are there in the digital space and use them to tell their stories, use their digital tools to ensure that they communicate their stories in respective communities and to be open and transparent about what is happening on the ground. That's what makes this exciting. Stories don't have to be formal. There are many things that are happening in our communities. It's young people who are grounded in those communities who can leverage digital tools and communicate these stories to the world.
Well, profound. Just before we close, we would like to know the investment drive to create sustainable jobs for the young people in South Africa.
Yeah, look, we have our levy-paying companies, and we appreciate their contributions, and we wish they can continue to contribute. But for those that are willing to contribute even more, contribute even digital tools, contribute even affordable digital tools, because all young people are asking for, in order for them to build their own startups, is affordable digital tools, affordable data, so that they can connect to the digital world. Is for some of these strategic partners of ours, the big ones in the space, to continue to come up with these offers in line with their, corporate social investment initiatives, and come to the fore in terms of what our young people, particularly in rural areas and townships, what opportunities are there in terms of digital tools that our young people can leverage, that they can offer us as for free, where they have to give for free, so that we extend them to some of these young people who are in the creative space, and they open their own startups and accommodate more young people, so that we create much needed opportunity to as many young people as possible, and crush the backbone of this thing called unemployment and poverty wherever it manifests itself, by simply equipping our skills with our young people with much needed skills. That way we'll be contributing maximally or rather optimally towards growing our economy to where it should be, and leveraging everything, leveraging every expertise that is there, and people like your Denise and the team to keep taking as many young people as possible, be patient in equipping them with much needed skills, so that South Africa becomes a better place for investors and more investors who can invest directly in our country.
Wow, thank you very much. And in closing, Mr. Madibana, what would you like to say to that young person in South Africa?
Learn about AI. Whatever you do, it's just make sure you don't get left behind when it comes to artificial intelligence. It's going to come with a lot of opportunities. Our young people need to make sure that they leverage those opportunities. And I say to young people, if you didn't go to a university, I was watching videos of young people who have joined big media houses, who studied your NQF level 4, NQF level 5, and it tells you that a degree is not the end, and neither is the beginning. So take advantage of CETAs. They offer very exciting programs, very exciting occupational programs, and so are tiered colleges. Take advantage of those opportunities, because nowadays, in the age where we are in, when you take your 4-year program or 3-year program, by the time you finish, the likelihood that it could be irrelevant is very high. So come and take advantage of these short programs that are focused. There's more practical exposure that you find here, which you don't find when you deal. I'm a degree person, I have a degree, but if I were to change and reverse everything, I'll start afresh. I'll go for short, focused programs which offer me even the opportunity for the practical exposure Because employers want people who are skilled. They want people who have what it takes in terms of capabilities, who are able to perform and do the job. And this is what makes CETAs and TVET colleges exciting, because of that practical workplace component that makes it easy. Even you now to interview me as the CEO of MICT Seta, you are practically being exposed to real work environment, which is what employers are interested in more than anything else.
That was Mr. Matome Madibana, the CEO of MICT Seta. Please do like, share, and comment. This might change a young person's life in South Africa. This is the Media Workshop, and I'm your host, Dimpho Bulani.